Alright, game number 1 of the draft. It is quite late at night. It's almost 1 a.m. Western Pacific time, so that's 4 a.m. Eastern time. I don't think there's going to be a lot of players online at the moment, so the queue might be a bit of a wait. And I think a lot of players are also doing the event, which I think I'm going to skip. The event is not particularly special, it's just really just ladder. I mean, it's just ranked, and you do have to play at least 7 games, so I don't know if I want to commit that much time. So this hand is fantastic, assuming I draw 2 more power. Yeah, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, sacking this. I think, hey, this this guy's on my friends list. Drawing an 8 drop when you're stuck on 2 power is not the best, but fingers crossed we draw 2 running power sources and we're good to go. Yes, there's one. Let's see how aggressive this fire deck is. He only played 2 fire sigils. That kind of makes me think he's influence screwed. Is this word pronounced fruition or fruition? Okay, this is gonna block that perfectly fine. It is problematic though if he puts like an ornate katana on this thing. This thing is difficult to kill, but I do have a vanquish, so I'm not too worried. Oh, ouch. He did not warp that, so that's pretty nice. This is super sweet. I sack this, kill this, get a 2/2 flyer, keep a weapon in play. Yep. Yeah. I'm not gonna attack him with the 3/3 because I'm planning to block his wolf. I don't want to trade my gargoyle for his wolf, and I want to keep my weapon around. Sorry, I'll stop I'll stop clicking. My mouth is very dry. The constant clicking is a bad habit from playing RTS. Played Dota for many years, and StarCraft, and Warcraft. He's still stuck on 1 color, so he's influence screwed, unfortunately for him. I'm going to put the shield onto the flyer because I think the flyer is better. He's deep in the tank, so he may have a trick, like maybe a rampage, +3/+1. He's thinking maybe trade, but if he attacks into me, it means he has a trick. You know what? I'm just not gonna even give him that decision to make. I'm very far from casting Roland here. The Iron Fist. He's deep in the tank, so he's both influence screwed, and he's also power screwed in the sense that he missed a land drop last turn. And I'm not even sure that time is his secondary color here. Oh, he's timing out. Let's play this. Alright. Let's extract this 2/2 here. Now let's extract the 2/1. Yep, I'll take a land. I'll offer the trade here. If he trades, it's a little bit better for the high branch sentry here because it wouldn't allow him to play another 2/2 and then double block my sentry. That's fine. We'll just vanquish this and swing for 6. And now he's basically dead because I have so many extracts in my deck. That's most unfortunate. For my experiences, I think 20 to 30% of the games that you win is from your opponent getting power screwed, influence screwed, mana flooded, one way or another, some kind of variance related to power. And yeah, that's too bad. Yep, this hand's very good. 2 extracts to find another land if I need it, but then having a Countess with a Stalwart Shield on it is gross. It's a 7/4 quick draw endurance. How are you gonna beat that? Okay, so and now have a Dark Return, which will allow me to bring it back even if it dies. I think I'm gonna ride this Countess to victory this game. So my opponent is yet again power screwed. The only card that I'm afraid of now is Silence or Permafrost, but my opponent is 110% dead. That's really too bad. Let's put a shield on it in case he has some kind of direct damage like Lightning Strike. Well, actually, it still dies to Lightning Strike. Oh, Silence? Sure. It's still a 7/4 though. Yeah, it's still a 7/4. Let's just kill this and hit him for 4, not give him the opportunity to block. So yet again, another opponent getting power screwed. Oh, Eterno. Yeah, I don't have the perfect solution to this power issue, but I do know that it is a very big one. A lot of people complain about it on a daily. You go on Reddit, and this is, you know, every day there's going to be a couple of posts with people complaining about the variance. I tend to agree with them. Well, I think variance is very good. I think you should have the randomness of the card draw of the cards in your deck, so that you don't always have the same cards all the time. And you are faced with a wide variety of decisions to make based on the different cards that you draw different game. The problem that I have is with power-related variance, where nobody gets to play the game. So when either player doesn't get to play the game, it's not fun for either. It's not fun for anybody. And certainly no decisions are made when you only have 2 power and there are nothing you can cast, or if you draw 9 power in a row, and your opponent draws perfectly, then no decision needs to be made. We call them non-games, and that's what I have problems with. I think as a digital game, there should be theoretically some way to mitigate the impact of that kind of variance, be it a pseudo random number generator or some kind of a pity system where if you drew no lands for too long or drew too many lands, there's something happens that you can it artificially changes your draw. I'm not sure, but Perfect. This Argenport Stranger gives me the green, and I just need to draw any power that I can play the Countess, the Extract, or yeah, I can play any one of these 3 cards. Okay, but I do need to draw a power though, of any kind. So let's hope the variance isn't swinging the other way around. So I just had 2 opponents that got power screwed. Let's hope that I'm not the next one to get power screwed. It's also not very fair because I would rather have played 3 games with my previous opponents where they get 1 game power screwed and I get 1 game power screwed. Then it's kind of even. But now, both my last 2 opponents got power screwed, and this opponent gets a freebie instead of the previous 2. The question is, do I run out the Countess or do I run out the Sentry? Well, even with a Sentry, I can't block this. This is a 5/6. I actually think I play the Countess and just double block this and trade. Because I have no way to kill this until I hit quite a bit of mana. And if he has a trick, then I just lose the game. But I can't do anything else. I can't beat this 5/6 right now. And I can't beat the 5/6 for a long time to come. If I was not missing my power, I would say that when I get to 6 power, I can do something. But because I'm missing my land drops, well, let's just kill this thing. Oh, well, what do you know? We do have an out. My opponent is flooding out though, and there's a saying that we have in Magic, power screw always beats power flood once you're able to draw out of it. So I guess if he continues to flood out and we draw a couple power, we're gonna win. But we do need to draw power though. My opponent is at 43 life. It's actually kind of funny that he's at 43 life. I actually think I extract so I can draw, so I can look for a power. And also right now he has no benefits for that Entomb effect. Is he playing another power? My opponent is really, really mana flooded. Okay, so that's fine. Yep, that's fantastic. He won't even be able to kill this with his weapon. Well, my opponent can play every single unit. Every card he draws, he should be able to play with 7 power. That's... Oh, I see. So now I can't kill him. What is my play? I have a Dark Return here. I think Dark Returning the Countess might be the best play. But I need to first kill this unit, or kill the weapon, one or the other. So let's just play the High Branch Sentry. So the question is, do I get more value from Dark Returning the Countess, or do I get more value from Dark Returning the Spire Guard if it dies? I think the Countess is more powerful, but it's definitely it's definitely easier to kill. You know what? Let's just bring it back. It also loses the surprise factor when you Dark Return it. Okay, that's a fine trade. I'll take 3 from that. Now that the weapon is gone, I can play the Direfang Spider without any problems. So let's just throw that out there. And yeah, I will play the Countess at the end of turn. My opponent is so mana flooded. I feel kind of bad for him. So he's drawn 8 cards and 8 power, so that's 50-50. That's not a good attack. I trade here and I block here. And I have slowly drawn myself out of my power screw. Yep. Very easy blocks. I'm 1 power away from casting Roland, and I think at that point he would just scoop. He is at 43 life though, so he has quite a few turns to come back to this. I can't think of any trick that allows him to kill this except for the +5/+5 revenge. But I don't see a reason for him to give him the chance to do it. Oh, okay, well. Do I even want to cast? Yeah, I do. Yeah, my opponent has almost no outs. If he's drawing 1 card per turn, there's no way he can deal with this many units. He's 100% dead here. If he has a harsh roll though, then... Ah, just enough lethal. I have 3... I have 3 bombs on the table there. Must feel bad for my opponent though to get power flooded and then watch your opponent play bombs after bombs after bombs. But let's end the video here and record the next games separately. Thanks for watching.